Great to see you again. I am glad to be with you. We have heard so many wonderful comments this afternoon. I especially want to commend Willie Montague, who's back there, and now I've had the pleasure to at least meet him and shake his hand. And just all of the great comments that we've heard from the different speakers. I am not going to bore you or belabor you here for long. I just want to say a couple of things continuing on that theme that we addressed actually before, and that is about the Obama fraud that has been perpetuated upon this country. He did it, and he did it with the help of all of his liberal friends up there in Congress, the liberal media, who will not report events fairly that are taking place and let the American people know exactly what is happening. And through their aiding and abetting, he was able to succeed. With his other helpers, Pelosi, Reid, the Maxine Waters of the world, Charlie Rangel's, John Lewis's, you know them. We could go on and on with those. But that's how he's been able to succeed with it. Now, the president is very smart, and we must give that to him because he is a really smart man. But most of his supporters have yet to understand what his version of hope and change is. None of us have seen any good results of his hope and change, but all of that he campaigned on, and which he continues to campaign, instead of leading us and providing the country the leadership that it needs, he is staying in a campaign mode. He's claimed to be the smartest person on earth. When he was campaigning, he claimed he'd walk into office, he would solve all of the issues, all of the problems. But even though he said he could multitask, we have yet to see him take charge of something and do it right. All you've got to do is review in your head for a moment the things that he has stepped up and tried to do. He's not succeeded. Whether it was the Olympics, you've heard others mention it, the Gulf, which is probably the biggest gaffe that is going on right now. I think it goes back to what Hillary said. He has delivered a speech. That's what he does well, deliver a speech. Now, let's review a couple other things. The president claimed to be a Christian, not a Muslim. But yet, for 20 years, he didn't hear what his pastor was saying. Fraud. And we couldn't even call him by his name until after he was elected. Once elected, oh yeah, proud to be Barack Hussein Obama. But prior to that, oh no, you could not mention that. He claims he loves America, claims that he's a patriot. Yet, I only see his enthusiasm when he has a chance to slam America, to put us down for being number one, for being the only superpower in the world. Well, that's where I want to be. I don't want to join the third world countries where he is right now, got us on track to be here in a short time. He stood there shoulder to shoulder with the president of Mexico while he slammed America, put us down. Cheered right along with Congress when he stood before Congress and did the same thing. I just don't see that that is what, yes, tantamount to treason, it is. Claimed to be the post-racial president. Yet, he denigrated the police when they arrested a black Harvard professor. Now we see the truth is coming out, the Justice Department, and something that we thought was the case all along, but now the factual evidence is coming out. The Department of Justice has dismissed this Black Panther case because the perpetrators were black. and the complainant was white, were white. Now, that is just wrong. That is not right. And I think if you'll recall, when David Dinkins, former mayor, one of the former mayors of New York City, when he allowed the law to be set aside so that minorities there, so that blacks could protest